Hi students, problem number 13. Two charged particles have charges and masses in the ratio 2:3 and 1:4 respectively. So the charge ratio is 2:3 and their mass ratio is 1:4. If they enter a uniform magnetic field and move with the same velocity, then the ratio of their respective time periods of revolution is asked. Very simple. First we will write the ratios given here. So what are all given? Q1 is to Q2 is equal to 2:3 and the mass ratio M1 is to M2. Okay, M1 is to M2 is equal to 1:4. Now the general expression for the time period of revolution is T is equal to 2 pi m divided by QB. Okay. Now both the charges are entering inside the same magnetic field. Therefore this B, the factor B must be constant and 2 pi is also constant. So T is proportional to M by Q. So T1 is proportional to M1 by Q1 and T2 is proportional to M2 by Q2. Therefore T1 by T2 ratio T1 by T2 is equal to M1 by Q1 divided by M2 by Q2 or multiplied by Q2 by M2. So this is Q2 by M2. So this is now equal to M1 by M2. First one is M1 by M2 into Q2 by Q1. So this is Q2 divided by Q1. So this is equal to M1 by M2 ratio is 1:4. So this is 1 by 4 into Q2 by Q1. Q2 by Q1 means it is 3 by 2. So this is equal to 3 divided by 2. Therefore T1 divided by T2 ratio is equal to 3 into 1 3, 4 into 2 is 8. So 3 by 8 is the answer. So which of the option you see here 3:8, option D is 3:8. So option D is the correct answer. Therefore option D is the correct answer. Have you understood? Fine. Hi students. Now problem number 14. In the following diagram, I1 and I2 are the strengths of the current in the loop and the straight conductors respectively. So I1 ampere is the current flowing through the circular loop and I2 ampere is the current flowing through the straight conductor. The distance OA is equal to AB, that is equal to capital R. So the distance OA is equal to the distance AB. So each is equal to R. Okay. Now radius of the circular loop is equal to R and the distance of the straight conductor from the center of the circular loop is R plus R is equal to 2R. That has to be understood. Now the net magnetic field at the center O is 0. So at the center there will be two magnetic fields actually. One field is B1. I will take the field B1 is due to the current I1 flowing through the circular loop. The other field at the same point is B2. So that is due to the current flowing in the straight conductor which is at a distance of 2R from the point O. So if the net field at the center is given as O, then what is the ratio of the currents I1 and I2? I1 by I2 we have to find out. So first of all, we will write the expressions for the magnetic field B1 due to the current I1 flowing in the circular loop. So, first one is for the loop. For the circular loop, I will write the magnetic field B1. So, B1 is equal to mu naught into I divided by 2 into R. So, this is first one due to the current I1. So instead of I can write this as I1. Now for the straight conductor, okay, for straight conductor, I will write the expression for the magnetic field, that is B2. So for the straight conductor, the magnetic field is B2. This point B is at a distance of R plus R equal to 2R. 2r is the distance of the point O from the straight conductor. So this is mu naught into I2. The current flowing through the conductor is I2 divided by 2 pi into the distance d. The distance is 2r. So B2 is now equal to mu naught I2 divided by 2 into 2 is 4. So 4 pi r. So these are the two expressions for B1 and B2. Since net field, okay, since the net field B net is equal to 0, the magnitude of B1 must be equal to the magnitude of B2. So they must be equal in magnitude and opposite in directions. That is why they are cancelling each other. So I am going to substitute B1 and B2 in this equation. So here we will write. So this is B1 is equal to B2. So mu naught I1 by 2R. Mu naught I1 by 2R is equal to mu naught I2 by 4 pi R. So mu naught I2 divided by 4 pi into R. Now which are the terms getting cancelled on both sides? First mu naught and mu naught, R and R get cancelled. So I1 by 2 is equal to I2 divided by 4 pi, or I1 by I2 is equal to 2 divided by 4 pi. So this is once again 2 2s are 4, so this is 1 divided by 2 pi. Okay. So which of the four options we are getting? You see, option D is 1 divided by 2 pi. Therefore, option D is the correct answer. That is I1 by I2 is equal to 1 divided by 2 pi. So that is the answer. I hope you have understood.